The clerk will record the vote.
Mr. Chairman, 38 senators have voted aye, 12 senators have voted no.
With 38 senators voting aye and 12 voting no, the amendment has passed. Are there further amendments?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Seeing none, is there any discussion on the bill as amended? Senator Essman.
Mr. Chairman, I think I'd like to move the bill as amended.
Senator Essman, would you like to move the bill as amended?
Mr. Chairman, I move that when this committee does rise and report after having had under consideration Senate Bill 423 as amended, that it recommend the same do pass.
Senator Essman.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, I want to thank you for the hard work and thought and time you put into working on this bill. I don't think when Montana voters voted in 2004 that they voted to legalize marijuana, although I've received emails that said that. You know, if those people wish to legalize that product in the state of Montana, they need to bring an initiative for that purpose. I think Montana voters in 2004 voted for what they saw at that point as a compassionate act to try to benefit people that they perceived could benefit from what this bill calls a therapy in situations of end of life and severe physical problems. We've attempted to do a good job with respect to respecting the intent of the voters at that time while dealing with the problems that developed because of the ambiguities in the initial action. We are attempting here to remove the air of legitimacy that unfortunately has led to increased usage in our schools. It's led to storefronts a block away from 7th and 8th graders in my district. We need to end that while respecting the will of the voters and repealing a system that has not worked and replacing it with one that I hope, with diligent enforcement on the part of law enforcement and a new state licensing authority, will respect the will of Montana voters. I thank you for a do pass.
Is there further discussion on the bill as amended? Senator Erickson.
Mr. Chairman, just real quickly, there are a couple of great graphs that good Senator from Billings brought us. One shows how many people are using medical marijuana because of severe or chronic pain. And it's obviously a lot. But what I want to remind everyone is that a recent Time magazine story says we've got 160,000 people in this state with chronic pain. Should every one of them be on medical marijuana? I doubt it. But do realize that no matter how things go forward, it's chronic pain that's a major problem. And I continue to question whether or not we aren't punishing those people. Mr. Chairman.
Further discussion on the bill as amended? Seeing none. Oh, Senator Williams.
Mr. Chairman, members of the body, I want to thank the Senate for adding the amendment they did to the oversight of this bill. And it would have been made a lot easier for me to make a decision about how to vote had you adopted Senator Erickson's amendment. I want to tell you, people on our side are very conflicted about this bill. Some folks think that there shouldn't be any sideboards, that it was working fine. Others believe that it needed the sideboards and that it didn't quite, the initiative as we passed it hasn't been quite working the way voters thought it should. I want to compliment the subcommittee, and particularly the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, for putting this subcommittee together, because I think it was a really good effort in trying to take what some of us thought was a problem and trying to fix it. I don't know if it's been fixed from the debate here today, and I'm concerned about the people that are going to be hurt, who are going to be left out of this bill. And with that, for the members of my caucus, I think people have to vote your conscience. You have to do what you think is right. And with that, I'm going to wait and see myself how I vote. Thank you.
Further discussion on the bill as amended? Seeing none, Senator Essman, would you care to close?
Members of the body, thank you again for your hard work. This is only a first step with respect to this bill. We'll need another vote a little later today to suspend the rules and get it to the other house with respect to transmittal. And I'm sure it won't be the, getting it over there won't be the end of the discussion. So I encourage you to continue to talk amongst yourselves, continue to work on this problem. The people of Montana want this to be dealt with, and I thank you for your work today. Please give it a yes vote so we can keep this work going.
The question now arises on the motion of Senator Essman that when this committee does rise and report after having had under consideration Senate Bill 423, it recommends the same do pass as amended. As many are in favor of the motion signify by voting aye. Those opposed, vote no. Has every member voted? Does any member wish to change his or her vote? The clerk will record the vote.
Mr. Chairman, 37 senators have voted aye, 13 senators have voted no.
With 37 senators voting aye and 13 voting no, Senate Bill 223 is passed as amended.